Oh, this is too good.
Who gives this woman to be married?
Her mother and I do gratefully and lovingly to marry. I didn't mean it to be funny.
Everybody please be seated. Good afternoon. Good afternoon, everybody.
Good afternoon.
First of all, thank you to Michael Feshkis, who's been serenading us with the cello. He's the grandson of the dear friends of Caitlyn's grandparents, whom they've known for over 60 years, and he's actually playing a cello that was Caitlyn's grandpa Bert's, which is 203 years old. So it's wonderful to have him here. So thank you again, Michael. So I'd like to begin by welcoming everybody here on this joyous occasion. I've met many of you sitting here today, but for those I haven't, and for those who don't know me, my name is Jason, and I've been a part of the Fung family for probably about 20 years now, fortunately. I've had the privilege of seeing Michael grow up over the years and meeting Caitlyn and her family, and enjoying time with them both and their families. Caitlyn and I actually share a unique bond in that we are the godparents to Sarah Torres' daughter, Aria, who is doing a wonderful job getting the flowers out. Appreciate that. And who actually just celebrated her 4th birthday. It's kind of fun because Caitlyn and I always fight over who gets Aria for birthdays as well as holidays, and for the birthday this year, I won. So you don't have to have a ceremony to have a marriage, and when you think about it, the whole thing's kind of weird. You're standing on the stage, looking fancy, holding flowers, over here, and pretty much in front of everybody who's meant anything to you over the last several years. So why do we do it? Well, despite all of our differences, love is something we all share. It's the great unifier, our one universal truth, that no matter who we are, where we've come from, or what we believe, we know this one thing: love is what we're doing right. That's why you're both standing here today. That's why these people are by your side. That's why all of you are here with us today as well. We've all loved in our lifetimes, and in this moment, we're reminded that the ability to love is the very best part of humanity. It's a remarkable moment in life when you meet the one person that makes you feel complete. The person who makes the world a beautiful and magical place. That person with whom you share a bond so special with that it transcends normal relationships and becomes something so pure and so wonderful that you can't imagine being without that person for another day. So for me, I've had the great privilege to see Michael grow up from a young teenager to a man who can see how he can impact the world. When I first met Caitlyn, not long after the two started dating, 10 years ago or so now as I think about it, I could see something very different in their relationship. It was easy to notice how much they cared for each other because they seemed to argue all of the time. I mean about everything. It didn't matter. But there was one thing that they always seemed to align on, and that was the San Francisco Giants. Although they know I'm a Blue Jays fan.
Good luck with that.
I personally realized this was really the first chapter in a long love story to come. And when I realized that relationship and when I felt that, for me personally, I don't know that everybody knows this. Okay, good. Keep going. Brian, say keep going. For me personally, when I entered Caitlyn's phone number into my phone when we started to connect, I actually entered that phone number as Caitlyn Fung, not Caitlyn White. True story. Very true story. These two care deeply for each other and love one another very deeply. And I feel privileged to be here today with the two of them, as well as all of you, to witness their commitment of a lifetime of love. All of us here today have our own love stories. Some are short, some are long, some are yet unwritten, while others are just getting to the good part, like this one here. For Caitlyn and Michael, their love story started during summer break after Caitlyn's first year away in different colleges. For those unaware, Caitlyn's an Oregon Duck. Michael is a Davis Aggie. Big list. They were spending nearly every day together, but left to go back to school as just friends. Then on Christmas night, 2009, Michael took Caitlyn up to Sonoma Mountain to stargaze. Really?
Worked out.
Is that what they called things? It was different when I was okay. It's here he kissed her for the first time, then pointed to a constellation and said, "That one is Sirius, like Sirius Black." And Caitlyn was smitten. And for those who don't know, that's from Harry Potter. I had to look it up. 10 years later, they're here committing to a life together. This is a time to pause, look back and smile at all the moments that brought them here. And a time to look ahead at the moments that are still yet to come. We're here to hope with you, support you, be proud of you, and to remind you that love is the experience of writing your story, never knowing what's going to be on the next page. It's not one moment, not even this moment, it's every moment. It's the big ones like saying, "I love you." It's big ones like buying a home together, becoming dog parents to Hopper together, getting engaged during a blizzard, but mostly it's a million little ones that come in between those big moments. Falling asleep next to one another, making dinner together, binge watching Netflix shows together, playfully arguing over Caitlyn watching recorded Warriors games. FYI, no one understands that. Getting a big hug when you come home from work. These everyday moments bring our story alive and make us excited about the next page. Trying to describe love is one of our favorite pastimes. We may express love in different ways, and the picture of love may look different to each of us here today. However, we all know when we see it, and we see it here today. So today, we have some words about love, what it is, where it comes from some of the people who love you most. Oh, no, they need the script. Oh, the mic. Sorry.
We are gathered here today on this joyous occasion to celebrate the special love that Caitlyn and Michael share. It is a love based on giving and receiving, as well as having and sharing.
And the love that they give and have is shared and received. And through this having and giving and sharing and receiving, we too can share and love and have and receive.
We fell in love by chance. We are here today because we're making a choice. We both are choosing each other. We've chosen to be with someone who teaches us, who makes us think, makes us smile, and makes every day brighter.
We're about to make promises to each other that we intend to keep. We're going to vow to take care of each other, to stand up for one another, to find happiness in the other. We're vowing to be there. We're teaming up and saying to the other, every experience I'm going to have, I want you to be a part of it all.
Now comes the best part. Will you, Michael, keep Caitlyn as your favorite person, to laugh with her, go on adventures with her, support her through life's toughest moments, be proud of her, grow old with her, and find new reasons to love with her every day?
Until the very end.
And Caitlyn, will you keep Michael as your favorite person, to laugh with her, to laugh with him, to go on adventures with him, support him through life's toughest moments, be proud of him, grow old with him, and find new reasons to love him every day?
Until the very end.
Caitlyn and Michael will now exchange rings as a symbol of love and commit to each other. Rings are material objects, but they're made precious when worn. Wedding rings are special. They enhance who we are. They mark the beginning of the next stage of your journey together. The wedding ring is a circle, a symbol of love never ending. It seals the vows you've just taken to love each other without end. You have the rings. Yes. And good answer. And in case you didn't see, we were taking the rings off the puppies as they came in. I don't know if everybody knows that. All right, Michael, please place the ring on Caitlyn's left hand and repeat after me. There we go. As a sign of my love,
as a sign of my love,
that I have chosen you,
that I have chosen you,
above all else,
above all else,
with this ring,
with this ring,
I thee wed.
I thee wed.
Caitlyn, will you place the ring on Michael's left hand and then repeat after me? As a sign of my love,
as a sign of my love,
that I have chosen you,
that I have chosen you,
above all else,
above all else,
with this ring,
with this ring,
I thee wed.
I thee wed.
Well, I hope I haven't talked too long that people finish their drinks, because this is a celebration of fun. And every celebration needs a toast. So to wrap this up, before we head in the reception hall for a delicious dinner and lots of dancing, I'll ask you to raise a glass or whatever you may have had here from the bar earlier to Caitlyn and Michael as we celebrate their love. So, by the power vested in me by the state of California, I now pronounce you husband and wife. Michael, you may kiss your bride. Save a little bit for later. It's with great joy and honor that I introduce to you Mr. and Mrs. Trustee Fung. I'll ask that you all stick around here. Let's let the wedding party exit. We're going to do a group photo as well. Again, folks, please just stay for a few moments as we exit the wedding party, and we're going to do a quick group photo with everybody here seated. So please remain where you are for the moment.
We all know.